Well, an epic showdown is now commencing between Elon Musk's Twitter and Tim Cook's Apple. We literally have a battle for free speech happening right in front of our eyes. Are the American people and our First Amendment rights going to prevail with Elon Musk? Or are the leftist radical taking over of our country? Is that going to continue to succeed as Apple threatens to ban Twitter from their, their app store? This is absolutely massive, and why I believe we need to keep front and center attention to this particular topic. But before I do, just a quick break from my sponsor. Well, flu season is here, and it is going to be very, very bad. The latest data shows that this flu is spreading early and extremely quickly. As of November 5th, for example, 14,000 flu tests have tested positive, making that a 12% increase over previous years. Additionally, more than 5 times as many people have been hospitalized for the flu this season as compared to the last 10 years. This is why I highly recommend that you guys get a bottle of Z-Stack as fast as you can, and you can get it at stackwithlisa.com. Now, Z-Stack is an all-in-one immune-boosting super formula that really helps to keep viruses and flus and colds at bay. Now, your immune system can be weakened by over 300 different immunodeficiency disorders, everything from lack of sleep to poor diet to adverse reactions from medical treatments. Now, unless you want to risk taking a lot of time away from your work and family, then I highly, highly suggest that you get a bottle of Z-Stack immediately. And again, all you got to do is go to stackwithlisa.com. And by the way, they've even got a Z-Stack for your kids. Check out that as well, kind of like a gummy version, if you will. Now, one bottle of Z-Stack has everything you're going to need to help your immune system. It's clean, it's resilient, and it's resistant, including immune-boosting vitamins. It's got zinc, vitamin D, vitamin C, and even plant-based nutrients. But right now, if you go to the site, you can spin it to get up to 15% off your order just by going to stackwithlisa.com. That's stackwithlisa.com. Get it today, this flu season, before it's too late. Want more information? It's found in the description box below. All right, back to the broadcast. So let's dive into this epic showdown between Elon Musk and Tim Cook. And really, it's a showdown for our First Amendment right. Are we, the American people, going to succeed and get back all the freedoms that we lost on Twitter? Or are the globalist, radical, progressive, socialist, communist, leftists going to continue to maintain control like your Apple Cooks of the world? Well, let's dive in to this epic battle because I really want to show you how this commenced. Let's start first with a tweet by Mr. Elon Musk. And he states, Apple has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Do they hate free speech in America? ? Obviously, we believe that they do. But he goes on and he says, what's going on here, Tim Cook? ? Bringing attention to Apple. Well, right after that, and this was published at 10:45 in the morning, November 28th. I'm going to kind of go in consecutive order here. The next thing that was published was this. Elon Musk put this out at 11:07 a.m. on that same day. And he says, who else has Apple censored? And he references LBRY. And they respond, during COVID, Apple demanded that our apps filter some search terms from being returned. If we did not filter the terms, our apps would not be allowed in the store. Apple may make good products, but they have been opposed to free speech for quite some time. So Elon Musk is now calling attention to the fact that Apple has censored multiple people. In fact, way more than just LBRY. There's been many that I know of, Parler being another one of those. And then the tweet goes down a little bit and TechAU responds. And he's kind of this follower. It's got 17.4 thousand followers. You can see some of what he's involved in. You could see Tesla here. But anyway, he states, this tech guy says, is this really a fight we want to pick? An awful lot of your Tesla customers use iPhones, the iOS, to access their cars. that app gets pulled, it significantly will impact your ability to sell to Apple customers. Cards are way less convenient than BT entry. And Elon Musk responds, are you suggesting Apple would use its duopolist powers to hurt Tesla? I mean, really? Here we have this tech guy threatening, saying, oh, what happens if, your app, your Tesla app there, your iOS app that they use for your Tesla cars get pulled? Uh-oh. Wow. What a threat. What a threat. But Elon Musk decides to push through it. And then he gets, I guess, this message from Apple. Take a look here. And this is at 11:43 a.m. I'm just going consecutively off of when he posted it. The Apple thing could have happened a little before that, but this is all around the same time, right? And he states at 11:43, Apple has also threatened to withhold Twitter from its app store. Wow. But it won't tell us why. So now we have Apple saying, oh, we're not gonna put Twitter in our app store. We're just gonna shut that down. Now, I don't know when exactly they gave Elon Musk that message, but the message was clearly given. If you don't abide by our left radical rules and continue to kick conservatives off under the name of misinformation, then we're not going to allow your app on our Twitter store. Well, Elon Musk did respond at about 2:09 that day, and here it is. And this is what he's calling the Twitter files. The Twitter files on free speech suppression, soon to be published on Twitter itself. The public deserves to know what really happened. A freaking men. That is probably one of the best words that I've heard come out of Elon Musk's mouth. Not everything he says is beautiful, by the way. I don't agree with the man on everything, but he says he's going to publish the Twitter files on free speech suppression, meaning what kind of information are they using? Who are they weeding out? AKA Hunter Biden's story that was suppressed. We're going to find out a lot of information. I cannot wait until he dumps the actual information they used to silence thousands upon thousands upon thousands of conservatives, including the former president of the United States of America. Thank you, Elon. I can't wait for that leak to come out. And when that leak comes out, I will be talking about it here and probably even on restrictedrepublic.com, right? You want to go there if you have not. But on top of it all, he's already reinstating thousands upon thousands or tens of thousands of accounts. Take a look, Business Insider. Twitter employees are calling Elon Musk's plan to reinstate banned accounts the Big Bang. Twitter staff are working to reinstate tens of thousands of suspended accounts. Platformers reported this includes around 62,000 accounts with more than 10,000 followers, one of which has more than 5 million followers and 75 which have more than 1 million, the outlet reported. Again, big fat amen. This is a huge move in the right direction. So that means that they banned around 62,000 some odd, probably majority conservatives over misinfo, disinfo, hate speech, fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. Now, the reason that he did that, reinstating those accounts, is because he put a poll out on Twitter, and this was the actual poll. I want to show it to you. Should Twitter, and this was back in November, early November, should Twitter offer a general amnesty to suspended accounts, provided they have not broken the law or engaged in erroneous spam? In other words, provided they haven't done anything violent. Should we let them back on? Yeah. So that's exactly what he did. Now, here's some other what I call good information that he did. Forbes.com, Twitter stops enforcing COVID-19 misinformation policy. The problem with that is you can claim anything and everything you want as misinformation. Anything regarding that. And the problem is, well, there's just, go to Restricted Republic, but lots of stuff. I am all for him removing that policy altogether. We should have freedom. Now, here's what I can't ignore, or it continues to be ignored, but should not be ignored. Let's just turn the tables here. Apple can't any longer ignore their China problem, right? They have a whole factory of workers there in China working under tremendous COVID restrictions and really bad food, apparently really bad treatment, getting locked in there and everything. And now there's uprisings in China against all of those measures, and Apple's right at the center of it. Where is the outrage from the left about what Apple is involved in China? And quite frankly, there isn't. And here's a quick article on it. The Federalist.com, Apple cannot ignore the giant problem that they have anymore. While Americans were eating their Thanksgiving dinner with family and friends, protests broke out at the world's largest iPhone factory in China, and they clashed with the police. The incident is a reminder that Apple can no longer to afford the problem. It goes on to talk about some of the poor protocols and living conditions, how the workers are very dissatisfied with those kinds of things, how they've been sticking to their zero COVID with frequent lockdowns. Employees are confined in the factory at times as well. They have to wear the N95 masks, and they have mandatory quarantine and testing. And even Bloomberg, by the way, would reference that people, and I don't know the validity of this, but according to Bloomberg, as many as 20 workers were throat swabbed, right? They put one tube into the test. So all the people basically would test positive. You're using the same swab on people, right? But there you have it. But not one word, not one outrage. We have a country who confines Uyghur Muslims into re-education camps, re-education centers, and now that they're confining people to their homes, to their workplaces for this zero COVID policy. And now there's uprisings against it. Maybe somebody should speak out against that. But again, not one word. Instead, they're worried about conservatives being put back onto Twitter. Well, I hope Elon Musk prevails, and let's get those files, those Twitter files out. Anyhow, I love all of you. As a reminder, check out my brand new adventure, I'm calling it. We're Forked Up. If you're not subscribed to this, this is my new channel that I started. We've just got 3 videos. And by the way, this Who Gave Him Run is funny as all get out. You guys are going to laugh at Tony. He is it's Justice Tony night, by the way. So that's also what I call him, but we're Forked Up here, and it's just an amazing YouTube channel. Subscribe, get the notifications, click that subscribe button and the bell so you make sure when you're on the bell you click on all so you get all those subscription notifications. But what that is just basically a fun channel. A lot of the times it's dark and it's dark politics. Politics talking, is not real. It's not been real happy lately. Well, this is a way that we can bring dinner to you and just kind of a form of entertainment. So check it out at we'reforkedup.com. Anyhow, I love all of you. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.